You're listening to Shade.
Shade 45.
The hype is real.
888 Shade 45, Friday night. Streets is watching the Academy. We here. We got family, friends, good people in the building.
Hey.
Tip, what's up?
What's happening, homie?
What's going on?
Man, cooling and a whole lot more cooling.
The first time Rock Nation has ever touched Greenbrier Mall.
Hey. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's probably the first time it was about $500,000 of equipment over on Greenbrier Mall, too.
That's kind of big.
Yeah.
Since Magic Johnson's theaters, to say the least.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's all right, though. It felt good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, Tip announced it at Greenbrier Mall, a business venture with Tidal, with Rock Nation, a partnership, ownership.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of money to me.
Hey, man. It's necessary.
Absolutely.
It's necessary, mandatory.
What was the conversation that kicked it off?
I guess it was just a conversation that kicked it off.
Mm-hmm.
I left Columbia. Me and Columbia parted ways, after one album.
Okay.
And, we were
Why,
just
were you
really-
not happy at that for the situation?
I mean, it's great. It's great for Adele.
All right.
You know what I mean? It works wonderfully for Pharrell. You know what I mean? It's outstanding for Beyonce, but for me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Given, I feel like I'm a special needs artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My wheelhouse is a little bit different from what they're accustomed to, which is fine. But you know what I mean? We gave it a run, and I think we both probably broke even, give or take 100,000 here or there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody
Light
too
work.
mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we felt that to maximize the potential of both of our careers, of both of our outcomes, it was best we part ways.
Yeah. It seems like it was, you're in a
amicable.
good space now.
Yeah, it was
Amicable split.
And after that, you know what I mean? I'm kind of examining all options. I was really like on some independent shit. I was
Right.
I intended.
What
to
you've
keep
thought
it
about for some
100%
time
independent.
at various points. Even
Sure.
I remember when you left the Atlantic building, it was
Yeah.
like, you had created everything for you. Really, the only thing that could have been missing was the distribution aspect of it.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like that's the point in our career where we are. So, in analyzing the industry and seeing like really the whole reason or purpose for the record labels back then was big money for marketing, you know what I mean? Big money for tour support, big money for your budgets for your albums, big advances. Like that's what the big money to work records and radio. Okay, now they crying about all the
Right.
things that made them useful.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't want to spend so much at marketing. We don't want to give big budgets. We don't want to give big advances. Well, what the fuck do we need you for?
Right.
That's what the fuck we had you here for. What the fuck? Well, fuck you then, man. I just, do this shit on my own. If I'm going to have to rub my nickels together, they're going to be my nickels. You know what I mean? I'm not going to come sign somewhere to you and then be cheap. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm going to do. So in doing that, man, I put out an EP that we made bread on. You know what I mean? The Nick, man, made bread. And that pretty much had me gearing up just to really kind of do Dime Trap.
Do you count that as an
independent.
album?
Nah,
Okay.
it's an EP.
Okay. So you're really over 10 if we're,
Nah, it's just an EP, man. It's
Okay, all right.
just-
It
it was 5
It's like a mixtape. Okay. All
It's
right.
5 songs. And I mean,
Mixtapes and EPs included. You probably had a good dub, actually.
man,
Maybe 25.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you, it's like shooting a commercial for an item.
Right.
I feel like the EP was,
Absolutely.
they kind of set the stage for
right.
what is to come.
Right.
The same way mixtapes did, you know.
If I feel like even with your album titles, like you're always very ahead. I mean, in your mind what the direction and the title and so forth, or where you're gonna go with it. Like it's
Yeah.
planned very forward thinking.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. I mean, I conceptually have 2 more albums ahead of this one, after this one already. And music
Right.
for one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that is important for me as an artist to, like, kind of, like, direct all of my thoughts, opinions, and approaches to music in one particular concept.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the last album, Paperwork, the entire concept was, you know, the old age gangsters with the new school swing. You know what I'm saying? So that was, I had to get that out in order to move on to the dime trap, which is straight trap music, unadulterated trap music.
Now, saying that this is unadulterated trap music, which, you know, brings it back to dime trap, a concept which is connected to trap music, a legendary classic album.
Thank you.
In all forms of hip hop, especially here coming from Atlanta. You can ask a lot of any artist that who they are. A lot of people will say that was one of their first albums they ever listened to. Is it for Tip where he is, where you are right now? Is it really possible for you to really get back to that and have that feel that you felt when you made that album after all the success and everything that you've seen and experienced and witnessed?
You finished?
Yes.
Indubitably. Yeah, man. Believe it or not, I think one of the main things that, you know, people have always kind of gravitated towards as it pertains to me is just the fact that I'm still the same. You know what I mean? Like, I still, you know, probably more so than I should find myself in certain areas of society where people feel like you have no business here.
Yeah,
but,
I ask those questions a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I always think about it when those times happen, Dollar DP. You know, but he's an Ant-Man.
Right.
That's my man. You know, you my nigga. I'm like, yo, Tip, you're an Ant-Man. I just watched, me and the kids just watched you an Ant-Man.
Sure.
What you doing over there?
I still pull up at the Deja Vu, the After Hours spot, the Blue Eyes.
All the time.
And I mean, that's just because that is the source of my inspiration.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It keeps you in touch.
That's what I draw from. You know, this music, this thing of ours came from that element.
Absolutely.
So as you just said, how could I even expect to be in the mindset if I just was feet up sailing on the French Riviera, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in a penthouse in Malibu, or excuse me, a beach house, in a beach house in Malibu somewhere. I mean, I could make some kind of music. Right. But it
was a nice house, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I enjoyed those times.
Absolutely. But you need a balance.
You do.
You need a balance. You need to pull off from over there and go somewhere that'll show you why you appreciate being here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you lose touch of that, if you don't have that anchor to keep you grounded somewhat, then you'll think it's like this all the time, and it's gonna always be like this. This is just what life is like, and it gives you a distorted vision of reality. So I like to keep myself grounded and connected to what I know is real. And what's real is, shit, your ass fuck up, you're gonna end up right back here.
So why Tidal and why Rock Nation?
To be honest with you, Rock Nation, because they, to me, are self-contained. They understand, as we spoke about earlier, what record labels were here for in the first place. And lastly, it's a distribution deal. So, you know what I mean? The same deal I would have went and got, the same deal I had with Columbia, matter of fact, better, I now have with Rock Nation. They're able to facilitate a distribution deal. I'm not going anywhere and sign as an artist deal. And I think the term spoke for them for itself. And Tidal is trying to put the power and the ownership and the equity of the art back into the hands of the people who cultivate the artistry. And I think that is what's important. It's the only black-owned streaming service. And it pays more as far as when artists get their song played on Spotify or on Apple Music or on anywhere else, it pays more. It just offers more back to the artist. And as a platform, it's a multimedia platform. People keep looking at it as though it's like a SoundCloud.
And that was one of
the,
I think I remember Jay-Z saying that was one of the first things that excited him about Tidal was the opportunities outside of just being able to stream the music on, doing the concerts and things of that nature.
It's a multimedia platform, and as you remember, Drum, ever since I was at Atlantic, I was trying to figure out a way, man, how can I do an album, a movie, shoot television shows, and what my
full content.
And what my former partners kept telling me is, we're not in the movie business. We're not in the television business. I'm like, man, well, I need to find somewhere that could facilitate all of my talents and all of my capabilities. And that seemed like the most noteworthy place to do it. And ownership don't hurt.
That always helps.
Equity in the company,
Absolutely.
man. I love to participate in the growth.
Does it cause conflict with your relationship with Apple or Apple Music?
No, it shouldn't, because they didn't offer me any equity, any ownership, so I don't see how they would. It's not like the same deal was on the table, and I mean, like, honestly, like, y'all doing y'all thing, and you can't expect everyone else to fall in line with that.
Well, and it's actually been a great 2 weeks for Tidal, thinking about it. I mean, from Kanye's album, which now is the #1 streamed album, and from you announcing your partnership is, because I mean you hear the
actually you can go back as far as Rihanna.
Oh, you're right about that.
Rihanna. Yeah, I think you could probably go back a little further than that. You could talk about the Beyonce.
Oh, you're right. Tidal's in a good space.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Tip is here. What was it like being back at Greenbrier Mall doing that, thinking about, the times when you was trying to get on, walking through the mall?
It was phenomenal. I got kicked out of that mall.
Before?
Just once?
Hell yeah.
Oh, for what? What'd you do?
I think for causing a disturbance. Like I'm walking, like when I was, right at Dope Boys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like real hood famous T.I. I went, and a lot of people were like crowding around, and security. And who is this raising all this here? Yo, get your ass out of here! Like, damn, pops, that's how you gonna do me, man. All right, then I'm gonna go on then, I guess. Yeah, and I mean, that was the first mall, man. We used to. All my good little dope money went in that World Foot Locker, in that Macy's. We used to get our hair cut in that mall. Me and Doug, man, when Dexter used to cut in the barber shop over there. Hey, my grandmama used to buy my Easter shoe from Buster Brown right down there, man. Right,
a lot of memories.
I'm talking about, yeah, man. Like that's my stomping ground.
Can we talk politics for a minute?
Absolutely.
Now we're in a space right now where it's almost crunch time. November 2016 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'd say looks like Sanders versus Clinton, and then Donald Trump might really take it on the Republican side. At one point you were vocal about your thoughts about Hillary Clinton.
Hey man, listen, that was not an official political view. I was bullshitting around, man, with
Yeah, shout the Who Kid.
Yeah, with my partner Who Kid, man. That wasn't an official political view.
What are your thoughts? Because I'm getting a little nervous. I'm watching Donald Trump take these votes. Like, I didn't think that shit was shit.
Well, you know what? They bossing up on us. Like, real talk. It seemed like after the civil rights movement, you know what I'm saying, everybody played a very, very humble, kind of a very fair, meek, position in it all. Very mild-mannered, laid-back position. But, like, now it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Y'all got shit fucked up. Y'all must not realize this really our shit. We ran this motherfucker. Did you not know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, Bush was probably the beginning of, man, y'all know we run this shit, right?
Right.
You know we do what the fuck we want to, right?
Wherever.
And
all around the world.
I think, we are merely being reminded that we don't have the same authority here as they do. And I think that's the main thing, that you got to understand that. You know what I mean? You got to understand that we were brought here, first and foremost.
Absolutely.
And nothing will ever change that.
Do you think there's a chance that Donald Trump might really be president of this country?
Of course there's a chance. You throw enough money around, of course there's a chance.
And it's his money, so he don't got to pay nobody back.
Yeah, he's just throwing money.
Are you casting in your vote?
depends. If I had to vote, I'd vote for Bernie Sanders.
You had to vote for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. He seems like the most fair,
Me too.
none, full of shit,
Right.
Absolutely.
straight up and down, honest-hearted person in the race. Everybody
I
else
agree.
kind of seems to be motivated by power or money.
But if it comes down to Hillary versus Donald Trump, are you voting?
Game time decision. Game time decision. Depending on how long the line is.
That's a good answer.
Social media. How's it treating you these days? You seem to be enjoying. You know, my favorite probably social media moment and recently was a picture of you and Young Thug, and it said it's about $250,000 right here on this picture.
Yeah, man. That was at the. That was actually right before I was at the Bryson Tiller. I was at the Bryson Tiller concert. I took my daughter and my son down there, and Amina was there, and I was right there with Amina. And he had FaceTime her, so I just grabbed the phone and said, "Boy, you got yourself a smile, don't you?" And when you got yourself one, and he said, "Yeah, you did, yeah." And you know what I'm saying? Either he or she screenshotted it.
Yeah, it was
which
cool.
is cool.
It was a good picture, man. It was good to see. You and Thug have sparked up quite a great, what seems to be music and friendship relationship, which is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's that like? Seeing somebody who, kind of is reminiscent of a young Tip who's,
No.
one foot in, one foot.
I mean,
foot
there
still in
are
the
some
streets and
similarities, but
music
to the
and-
naked eye, I mean, attitude-wise, he does. But man, Thug are crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like Shawty wild. Shawty is the closest thing to the Joker I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? He really is. But at the same time, I think that
Have there been times when you've had to call him and have that,
it has
talk,
been. Absolutely has been. The thing with him and Game, that's just very, very, very unfortunate. I don't know what to say.
Rap game is tough, man. I mean, because, when you got this all the time, it's like, everybody knows each other and
Right.
we're all friends at different times, and then some people fall out, and then you got to find yourself in the mix. And
How do you make those distinctions
it's the worst.
between friends that you're just friends with in the business and then friends that you've, like Thug, he's grown up around you, Pee-wee's grown up around you, and then you have like Wayne who,
Sure.
how do you make those,
Well,
how do you choose sides in
I
situations
don't choose
like that?
sides. I do not choose sides. I just pray that you guys don't kill each other.
Right.
I just pray. I mean, I don't choose sides.
Is it hard to not try to, especially when it's two people that you have these relationships with, not try to step in and try to mend the situation?
I mean, of course you try to do that whenever you can.
Right.
But these is men, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, all you can do is say, hey, man, shit ain't really got to be like this. But, a man fuck that shit, fuck that nigga, I don't give a fuck, you tell him. Okay, well, you know what?
I've heard that.
I'm going to pray for both of y'all.
Right.
Okay? I'm going to
But
pray.
you do say free Pee-wee, free Roscoe a lot.
I do.
So it would seem like you've chosen sides.
Well, see, that is absolutely not. That is not choosing sides, because I, for one, I know that bruh didn't do that. I know that. I know this. I also know that he took a charge trying to stay solid for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And doing what a lot of motherfuckers out here ain't really built to do. He might not be saying, hey man, it wasn't me, it was such and such. But at the same time, I know that he didn't do it. I mean, I won't lie to you, it's a tough spot. I still love Wayne. I still do anything I can for him. His daughter still calls my daughter, and they still connect and kick it at my house. It ain't no beef or shit. I ain't got no beef with nobody. Nobody, period.
It's been a long time where you haven't been able to say that.
Right.
And motherfuckers know I don't play the radio about mixing me
Right.
in. So I tell them,
right.
motherfucker, hey, look, straight up and down
Ain't got
now.
nothing to do with it.
Listen, shit ain't got shit to do with me.
Right.
I don't condone this shit. Whatever y'all goddamn got going on, y'all do that shit away from around me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit away from me. But at the same time, I love you both.
Mm-hmm.
I hope both of y'all motherfuckers go and find something else better to do with your time and your money. You know what I'm saying? But should you have to do anything, do that shit away from around me. And that's kind of that's the best thing that, you know, when I pray on it, that's what God say, amen. You know, keep your heart pure, keep your conscience clean. You know what I mean? If there's anything that you don't tell me, like, look, hey, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. That ain't what we gonna talk about. You know, that's the way I kick it.
Do you think that where Atlanta is now is tougher out here than when in your younger days? Or is it the same?
It's a lot more guns floating around now. Like high tech shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot more. Like, you know, back if you had an AR-15 or a carbon with a 50 round drum on it, man, you was like fucking Demolition Man back in the day. Like now, you motherfuckers got all kinds of shit. I seen some shit that came like it came off RoboCop knee, man. What the fuck you get? How the fuck you get that off RoboCop? Goddamn, and I mean, man, you know, a lot more drugs, different types of drugs mixing in.
Yeah, it's different.
Causing chemical imbalances and leading people to use this high-tech machinery in a questionable way. And I mean, it's just a lot of shit going on, but the foundational structure of it is still the same. It's still all about respect. Still all about ego, pride, money, bitches, and balling. Like, that's really what it's about at the end of the day.
Some things never change.
Yeah, you hurt my pride. You attempted to embarrass me. You disrespected my honor. You fucking playing with my money. You fuck my bitch. And you interfering with my balling. You hating on me balling. You know what I'm saying? That shit is still all the same elements fundamentally. It's still the same elements. It's just like the things that go into the decisions, like the drugs, like affect the decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being on, man,
especially, and then I was just talking about when they come off the drugs.
man, the prescription drugs is something else too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, you can niggas used to snort coke back in our day. That was like the wild thing.
That was the
You know what I mean? You niggas snort coke, wow, that nigga wild. You know what I mean? But a coke high is not gonna fuck with no motherfucking lean Percocet, motherfucking Xanax combo. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Nigga can snort a key and he ain't gonna get it high. These motherfuckers right here. You goddamn drop a motherfucking Barzan into a 20-ounce drink filled with 3 ounces of lean. And you motherfucking already on a perk and a half.
With a Popeye's diet and no sleep.
Hey, man, look, man, I'm talking about motherfucker ain't even thought about sleeping. You slept, huh? Why? When? You mean this year?
That's what I don't understand. All them things sound like some things to put you to sleep.
But look, though, you got to know, this is the bit, like, it went from motherfuckers, like, you know, back in our day.
Right.
When we got...
Which wasn't that long ago, y'all.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when we got a key of coke, we wanted to step on it, to stretch it a little bit, make more money, right? These motherfuckers getting pure motherfucking oxycodone, man. This is coming from the government. They ain't stepping on they shit. They getting this shit straight up and down, uncut, pure, raw. And so that shit just kind of, man, that shit just, it's a higher high.
Yeah.
It's a higher high, and this shit jades the decision a little bit more. But makes for great jamming ass music. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of jamming ass music. I got to imagine the nigga Future be high as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I know. I imagine Thugger be high as a motherfucker, man. This shit be. I mean, Wayne, man. When Wayne, hey, look, man, ain't nothing like drinking Wayne. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was
Ain't
a good.
nothing like lean
That was
Wayne
some
rap.
phenomenal music. Some
Ain't nothing
phenomenal
like
music.
lean Wayne raps,
Yeah.
man. I don't give a damn what you say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, amazing.
That shit,
Amazing
man.
bars, amazing
Hell
hooks.
yeah, that shit, it seems just magical, colorful. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, like.
Well, I don't know if this is a good thing, but I did hear he was back on the drink, so I don't know.
Nah, well, we're not going, for one, I'm not going to subscribe to any policies of that nature.
Okay.
I don't believe that is true.
Okay, cool.
I think that's a rumor, a vicious, nasty rumor at that. I'm not going for that one.
Okay, cool.
But I will say, you could tell, like, J. Cole don't really be that high. He make good music, but it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, you know, that shit be jamming like a, but it just ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? That
But
shit,
you
man.
can understand what they're saying. Versus sometimes you might need a lyric sheet for
Now, let me ask you.
Can
you write down the words, every last one of them, to The Big Payback by James Brown?
Good point.
And with that, the argument
How about-
is won.
Wait a minute.
James Brown whole album.
Wait a minute. How about
that doesn't make it better or worse. I'm just
About the
saying
feeling.
you
How about-
can't.
how
Yeah,
about
the
Old Dirty
feeling because
Bastard?
Future gives you a feeling. Absolutely.
that's one of the things
how
people
about
love
Old
about
Dirty
love.
Bastard?
Yeah.
Old Dirty Bastard.
I blame it on the drugs.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Who has the lyric sheet to shimmy, shimmy, y'all? If somebody can tell me what the hell shimmy, shimmy, y'all is saying, I give you $1,000.
If they were sober, you might be able to understand better, though. You don't think?
But the feeling would not. The feeling
That's
would be.
true.
The feeling would be different.
It might change the vibe.
Right.
I mean, man, listen, man. Some
For
of that
sure.
music feel like it will shock you if you touch the motherfucking CD player while it's playing, or the motherfucking radio. This shit like, God damn it, I'm high. You know what I mean? Shit feel like an injection. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that. I mean, I can tell for myself. Like, you know, like for instance, Paper Trail. Paper Trail was a phenomenal project.
Absolutely.
You know,
One of my favorites, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, but you can
Clean
tell
and sober.
I was sober. You can tell, man. You can tell I was just as clean as a motherfucking ball of cotton, man. You know, and it just was a different. It's more intellectual. It was more
Right.
intellectual. It was
Right.
more thought provoking, more
Absolutely.
insightful.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, the shit that had that stank on it. You know, yeah, it got nasty. It got nasty-ish sometimes, but you need that from it.
Let's talk about you being an actor. They have that hashtag Oscars So White movement going on right now. How do you feel about that movement?
Well, I feel two things. First, I feel that they're absolutely correct in all of their claims that the Oscars are so white that they disregard the contributions of African American or minority talent. I also feel that the Oscars cater to a very middle America, upper echelon, sophisticated,
Definitely sophistication
who's
type of
who
movie.
of old motherfuckers in Hollywood. I agree with that, but I also feel. I also
look who just walked in the
feel
building.
that go goddamn slime ball. That's Gremlin, man. Hey man, you remember the head Gremlin strike? That's goddamn thugger.
Keep him up. That's slime, you understand?
We talking about the Oscars. You,
But look,
you,
though,
you
but
got the
I-
pearly whites ready for the
but
for the movies.
I don't know why they ain't called me.
As I share more over to say, I also feel, why in the fuck are we looking to them for our recognition?
Right.
Why are we still looking for them to validate us, man?
true.
Fuck them.
Very
If
true.
they don't see what we see, if they don't recognize our talent, then we just go on start our own shit, man. Will Jada, I'm talking about our own award show. Will Jada, motherfucking Queen Latifah, Jamie Foxx, y'all put about 10 million together
Put
a
it
piece and
Easy.
start a motherfucking award show
Easy.
that caters to us.
Tip, you made them fall. You in that list. You in that category with them too.
Not quite in the films and shit. They may see, you know, I'm in the tens of millions. They in the hundreds of millions. I done been up there a year or two, but you know, I done did time and took losses and, you know what I'm saying? I'm goddamn big. I'm rebuilding. You dig?
He's seen the list.
Right. When is ATL2 coming? Because you've been teasing us for a while.
Yeah, see, now the ATL2 thing, this is the 10th anniversary. We're in the 10th year, and we had the shit like ready to go, and it had moved.
Add me or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now we got another film we doing. That's a different one. That's a different discussion. But
Put that mic over there, Thug. There you go.
But what happened was it got to Dallas, Austin, and the shit just stopped there. I don't know what happened. It just stopped right there.
Was Dallas also busy or hanging?
Nah.
Undercover?
Well, he wasn't busy. And I don't think they was saying he might have been busy, but they didn't say he was busy.
Okay.
They just said, well, stop there. So, But, you know what I mean? Let's hope that, one day we can move past. Remember I told y'all it was all about respect,
Right.
egos, pride,
Right.
opinions, money, bitches, and balling. You know what I'm saying? It's still one of these things have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? One of these things, I'm sure, has something to do with it. But hopefully we can get past it, man. I since heard that, you know what I'm saying, people spoke to Dallas and he said he was cool with it and we can come back to the table again. I just hope the same opportunities that were present and available for us then are still
still there
present
for
and
them,
readily
yeah.
available for us now.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
And what you're saying, I mean, even Kanye made a point about even with the Grammys, just about the accolades and awards and the who they invite and who they not to see and everything. And he even said, why isn't
You got invited to the
why isn't
Grammys,
Thug at the Grammys? Like they don't want to just see Kanye in the suit, and me and Jay-Z in the suit. Like,
Did you get? Although Swagger Like Us was one of the
One
most
of the greatest
prolific
ones.
performances.
Yes,
that was
that
one of
was.
the
Great
that was
night.
one of the times they got it right.
yeah,
Yeah.
They got that right.
But look though, and the Kendrick Lamar shit this year
was great.
That shit, that
Yeah.
shit went up.
That was that.
That shit went up. Yeah. Did they ain't invite you to the Grammys, man?
No.
Why not,
Yeah.
man?
I don't know why they didn't invite me to the. Yeah, that is a crazy question. Who owned the Grammy, man?
Who
Click in with us.
owns the Grammy?
Y'all click in with us.
Yeah,
The owner, the buyers,
That's a good
the
question.
the investors.
It's
Who
an
own-
academy, sir.
Yeah.
Well, who owned the?
Are you on the
Who runs
the
the academy? Y'all call in, man. Drum TV right now. Yeah, I think that shit was going on.
Yeah.
I had 24 hits on top 100.
Yeah.
24 of them was top 5.
Okay.
Why ain't you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You been to the Grammy a couple times.
Nah, I done made it down.
They ain't.
What you mean?
I'm on third semester. They ain't let me do it. They ain't.
Well, you still got time, baby. You still got time. You still got time,
Yeah, man, I don't
It's
understand
coming.
it, though.
Hey, man,
Do you-
get what?
Politics.
You
Do you want
one?
one? You want a Grammy?
Huh?
Do you want?
Man, I want
Hey,
every
that
Grammy
shit
they
sound
have.
auto-tuned, didn't it?
Man, I want every Grammy. Man, we don't live through this. I'm telling you, I want to go.
Yeah. I
All
think you was
them-
on Saturday Night Live that night.
You know what I'd be interested? You know what
Oh,
I'd be?
somewhere bigger.
Yeah, you was on Saturday Night Live
Okay.
when that was going on.
You know what I'd be interested in seeing? What the hell Thugger gonna wear to the goddamn Grammy?
Oh, he gonna slime that thing out.
Ooh, shit.
By the way, heck of a GQ spread there, Thugger.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gonna get that book.
I
How
must
we get
say,
that? Yeah.
visuals and the article.
Yeah,
Great.
they said I turned it from a magazine to a book. You
Yeah.
guys should go get that. Check that out.
Yeah.
It was QC. Who it was?
GQ.
Yeah, GQ them. The whole
Hey
faculty.
man, see what I'm saying? You can't get this nowhere else. It take good shit to get this, man. Take good shit to get this, man. You understand that shit that, hey man,
You know about the money? Got 200 million views.
200 million views.
Yeah.
Goodness. We up there. Stuck there.
Yeah, ain't going nowhere. Up stuck,
What you wearing to the Grammys, Thugger?
Man, shit, man, listen.
You can't think of it.
Yeah. Man, I can think of anything.
What is it? What you gonna wear?
Man, what I might wear, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do to these people.
Whatever it is, gonna be to the float.
Yeah, I might be barefooted with $10,000 toe rings on. with Fred Flintstone dress on called 140,000. I ain't no telling what I might do.
That smile's looking like 10 million right
Hey,
now,
man,
by the
wait
way.
a minute.
Yeah, the
the
smile
man said,
coming.
whoa, let's back up. The Fred Flintstone dress, you say?
The Fred, the motherfucker, the Tiger Stripe motherfucker with Fred Flintstone. Whoa.
Oh, you talking about the one piece with the blue tie?
Oh, it's
I'm going on like that.
about
on.
150 pounds less than him, too, so
Yeah, I
it's really
don't mind
going
it
to
call
go out.
Hey, you gonna have to kill a bear. Fred Flintstone had to kill a dinosaur. You got to kill a bear for
Yeah,
that
Due
one.
to
no.
the high volume of ratio and fronts and backs we getting,
Well, what gonna happen?
that's so easy. You dig?
Hey, man, it take good shit to get this, man.
Well, I got the both of y'all here. I got to ask you, can we talk about Troop? Rest in peace to Troop. You
Yeah.
know, Southside legend. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Somebody who,
A-Town legend.
yeah, you know what I mean? Just talk about his legacy and what he meant to you and to the community and, you know, everything.
I mean, I think to me at least, Troop was kind of like, let's say if what me and Thug are doing right now is the pros, if we the NBA, he was that person that gets the kid from elementary to middle school to high school through college to make it to where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't go day to day and be hands-on in the trenches every day with the kids and grooming them and you know, shaping them and molding them into what it takes to become on the level of where we at. And that's what Troop dedicated his life to that. And it wasn't about making money or having fun all the time. Like, he really, like, cared about the community.
Right.
And it's not enough people like that to where, you know, it makes it hard for people in that community and in those circumstances to be able to find their way without some kind of guidance. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's why, you know, it's a huge hole in the community now.
Doug, you made a song called King Troop. Probably like, it's probably my favorite song on I'm Up, I must say. So
Yeah.
It's dope.
yeah, it's a good feeling. What was it like for you, you know, at that moment making that record?
Man, the song was, it was simple because it was the truth. Anytime it's the truth, it's gonna be real easy. If you honest, if you're an honest person, the truth gonna always be easy. It was easy. It was hard dealing with what really happened to this man.
Right.
Cause he really, you know what I'm saying, he was a real player, real deal player now,
Yeah.
real player.
That was what you call a freak accident.
Yeah.
That just don't, like, you can, man, that kind of like if we shooting dice and the dice just keep spinning and never fall on a number. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker just keep spinning and we like, God damn it, this motherfucker ever gonna stop? Like, that's a freak accident.
Yeah.
Like, if we were to flip a coin, that motherfucker land on right here. Like, you could do that shit 1,000 million more times and that shit will never happen like that again. Oh, that's how you know God's involved.
Absolutely. Doug, what's it like working with Tip? What?
Man, it's like, you know, it's like the dying trap, you know. You dig, man? You gotta have a foot. He taught me you gotta have 2 foot in. If you want to be a street, you gotta have both foot in the street.
That's what I was just
You
saying.
wanna rap,
before
you
you
gotta
walked.
come in the rap.
Yeah, I was reminding him of that. Yeah.
Now you daddy now. Gonna be a real daddy to you.
Congratulations, you got another one on the way too.
Yeah.
Little girl or little boy?
It's a girl.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Oh,
That's number 7,
That's
right?
number 7. Yeah, siete.
How many is too many for
Nah.
Tip?
none.
To
It
where you
was all
can't
that
pay
money.
for 'em.
Yeah,
High volume of-
that's what I just
What I was
none.
saying
Yeah.
earlier, the high volume thing,
Yeah.
due to that.
Are you gonna bring back Family Hustles, like a special episode for the delivery,
Got
so we
to.
can meet the new edition?
I don't know. I might.
What?
We might. I don't know, man.
Huh?
I don't know.
What you mean? It's a staple on TV.
Right.
I simply don't know.
And it's what I like about it. It was good, wholesome television.
Thank you.
It was
about the
reality.
money.
It was real, but there was no, you know what I mean?
It wasn't
Bitches
no-
fighting,
It wasn't
Love and
drinks
Hip Hop.
being thrown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think man Major might have threw a juice box on King.
Right. In the white room.
But
that was
but I mean, yeah, but we that ain't what we really set out to do, man. Like, we just really wanted to just show people how we live and how we balance the many different obligations that come with our life, from professional to personal to swag, and just kicking shit on a daily basis and remaining a unit. I think it's very difficult for everybody in your family to be fly and y'all getting along and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Usually.
And expensive.
Yeah, well, it's still expensive shit. I mean, but
It's created quite a revenue stream, though.
Mm-hmm.
it has.
Huh.
It has.
Do they get to spend the money, or do you make them put it in the
They
bank?
spend some of it.
Oh, okay.
They spend some of it. You know what I'm saying? I let them
Who makes the decision on how much they get to spend?
Me.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? But you know, I think that it's taught them how to commercialize their talent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like before they just wanted to do things for fun. And since the show, now they want to do things like for money.
Right.
So, Pops, you think if I were to take my clothes and start an eBay store, you know what I'm saying? Like, they coming up with ideas like that now. I'm like, okay, they enterprising.
Uh-huh.
And if nothing else, if I hadn't have made a dime from it, that would have been worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So back in 2014, your marriage went through, it seemed like a rough spot. Like, you guys were throwing some jabs on social media.
Oh, were we now?
And-
I don't even recall.
And, you know, you had the Floyd Mayweather situation. But
Did I?
clearly, y'all have made up. That was some great makeup sex, because now you have a baby on the way. How did you get back to such a happy
I don't
place?
even recall. I don't even remember these things you're talking about. Like, did this happen really?
I mean,
Do we
that's
know
normal
that for sure?
marriage to go
Did it-
through that, you know?
Yeah, everybody go through things, but I mean, like, is that like really like fact though? You know what I
It was
mean?
fact that you and Floyd got into it. Now, the reason could be interpreted differently.
People have discrepancies and disagreements all the time, you know? I mean, who knows who got into it, or whether it was my guy and his guy, or if it was really he and I, or, you know, who knows what happened. So let's not even really speak on speculation. I don't think we should.
You went on to thank him for his undefeated record.
I didn't thank him. I congratulated him.
Congratulated. That's what I meant. Congratulated.
I mean, well, you know what I'm saying? Just as a black man,
Yeah.
to be, you know, so successful and continue on in excellence in your craft at what you do, I think that, you know, there's a congratulations in order. You know what I mean? I ain't never been a hater. You know what I mean? I
And he
always-
responded and said, he said, thank you.
I didn't see it, but I appreciate it. I mean, I didn't do it for a thank you. I thought that it was definitely in order. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's, you know, anytime somebody break history, whether, you know what I'm saying, y'all get along
Right.
or on the best of terms or not. Anytime a person of color, a person who can kind of break down doors and open doors for the next generation to come along and see that it is possible and aim to do better. Anytime that happens, there's a congratulations in order.
Absolutely.
It's beyond just you and this person.
Yeah.
Now it's about, you know, someone's contribution to the human race, and I think that's, you know, that's salutable.
That's quite grown man of you. I must say, it's a heck of a story, whether it's true or not, that you swung on the champ, man. He was just an ant, man. He might have swung on the champ. Not a lot of people say
My
that
cup
do,
is empty.
Not a lot of people say that do that.
I just go fill my cup. Fill my cup on that note. Hey, you know what they were asking me? They say, man, like, when do you ever call Thugger and tell him he done gone too far?
That's the first
What'd
thing
you
he
say,
said.
man?
Hey,
I said, what's up, Slime? I didn't know if he called too many times. I knew not to answer. I said, he with the bullshit. He tried to stop it.
oh, you already know, right?
I went on the answer. I said, yo. Now, Thug, listen. You grown. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you how to do it. But this isn't, you know, he'll be real too now. Get what he tell me. He say, that, you can go down that route. But that one, no, that route bite back. That ain't no little boy route now. They the same thing you can do, the same thing that can do. I say, for real? He said, yeah, you need to think twice before you step in that. I said, yeah, I've been thought twice. That fuck nigga, let's roll. Man, we ready going on.
See, we gonna stop, man. We gonna finna stop the conversation right there. See, cause this what Thug get the carrying on.
Nah,
man.
hell, no.
So we ain't gonna do that. We gonna bring
No.
it back. We gonna bring it back to the positivity.
Yeah, it's
to
about the
light.
dime trap.
Yeah, we going to the light, baby. You going in the dark. We going to the light, baby.
Every
See that?
time.
Yeah, man. See that
They
what
keep me in the dark every time.
And I'm trying to pull you in the light, baby.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for.
Right.
So y'all just got to see it firsthand. That's how it goes, pretty much.
Nah, they ain't gonna see the. No, hell no.
Hey man, hold up, man. Hold up. No.
See the first hand. If you got to be crazy. I grew up around a lot of y'all tip, man. A lot of people, not like you, but you know what I'm saying, in favor.
I got you.
A lot of
I got
OGs. A lot of them. So, we know how to work. We know how to work the dime trap now.
Hey man, speaking of the dime trap,
Okay.
so yeah, man, we
Speaking of that,
we gonna go ahead and pull that out on them. We gonna pull that out on them like a new old school on a summer's day.
I should assume we should be coming soon, right?
Yeah, it's coming soon.
you'll
than
never
you
get
think.
paid.
Yeah.
It's coming sooner than you think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds real soon. That's the name of the game these days too. You know.
The big question-
I don't even like to
element
ask
of
dates no
surprise
more.
is that-
Just drop it.
The element of the surprise.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it
everything.
ain't no such thing as promotion now.
Yeah.
These days.
I mean, you gotta do it's just strategic.
That's how you do
gotta,
it.
Yeah,
You gotta be last minute, right?
You can't let a motherfucker know you trying to promote. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trick them into it.
Yeah.
You gotta trick them into
Yep.
it a little bit. Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of that recently. I mean, we thought Slime Season 3 was coming, and I'm Up came, and you know.
And then he still held that motherfucker back, didn't he? Oh, nah, not yet,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Hold on. Got in the studio with a couple more great-minded people, not simple-minded people, and got it. The biggest question of the day is, am I on the dime trap?
Man, yeah, man, shit. Man, of course. What the fuck you mean? We done did the song, nigga.
My mama told me when niggas stutter, they lying.
Hey,
Well, here's I can put it as
Nah,
perspective.
you know
Y'all
what?
got a lot of songs together,
Yeah.
already.
Too many.
So yeah, it's just about picking which one is going on the dime
Look,
track.
though,
Yeah, we got more songs than diamonds.
a whole lot of cash.
You dig?
Yeah. Hey, and the Bankroll Mafia going on.
For life.
Yeah.
Free to go.
There you go.
Tip's here, Thug is here, Sarah V. Vaughn, Trendsetter Sense, Don Cannon, DJ Drama, we here, man. Thank you for coming through. It's water in the cup, by the way,
It's an
everybody.
absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
It's what? Not actually. This is mango lemonade.
Oh.
I had something out there for me, man. I think it came from Publix. It was.
Shout out to Neelan for those
Shout out to Neelan.
tacos.
Bread, yeah, the tacos.
Did you enjoy
They
the
had
food?
The teriyaki shrimp tacos.
Yeah, we wanted to make
You
it
know,
nice for
it
you.
looked like it was supposed to be healthy, but it tasted good. So that was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, once you come in back for more.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate. Oh, another thing when you asking as far as about
Yes.
when the dime trap is coming. One
Yes.
thing that we're working on right now, there's a film that we're gonna shoot to release.
Right.
In association.
I heard about
with the
that.
Dime Trap.
Okay, the documentary.
It's- right? No.
Oh, a film.
A film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's it will be supported by the music. So where you so where you saying like Tip, can you really get into that element? Like, there will be it's an actual story that goes with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the first actual script that I've written. And
Wow.
we about to commence to filming in April.
Interesting.
And so
I'm surprised. I would assume by now you would have had a couple scripts under your belt.
I have
Yeah.
pitches, but
Like,
this
right.
is the one that I've developed in completion. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? This will be the first one to make it to screen.
Are you directing as well?
No, I am not.
That would be hot.
I'm not gonna direct.
Yeah.
Mazel talk.
What you said?
I don't know.
Bustle tough.
He tried to say muzzle talk. He said goddamn
said
muzzle
muzzle.
stock.
Yeah, he
Multi
been
stock.
around Leo for a couple weeks.
Muzzle
stocks.
Yeah, man. So I think, what I'm saying, we're gonna film that, man, get that ready to be released, and we're gonna release the album
Okay.
in conjunction with such.
Okay. All right. Well, you definitely gotta come back and see us, man.
All right, man. I can't wait to come back, man. Y'all keep cooking out there like that, man. Keep that mango lemonade on deck. I'm gonna be here. Yay.
Y'all see what it is? 88 Shade 45. Holla at us.
You're listening to Shade 45.
Shade 45.
Turn it up. Turn it down.
The hype is real, son.